Hello! Welcome to my weekly vlog, Debra Keirce's Art Journey. This last week I've gotten several questions about if I have any tips when I host workshops for other artists. And if this is something that you're contemplating doing, I thought I would just share with you what I've learned. I've been doing this for several years now. I stepped it up the last few, but I do have one big suggestion, which is decide why it is that you are thinking that you want to host these workshops. What I've learned that for me personally, oftentimes there's a disconnect because people assume that I'm doing this to make money and that I want to create an atelier. That's not my purpose. So I have to explain with the instructors right up front, look, I don't make any money at this. I invest over $300 on advertising for each instructor right at the start, even if we don't wind up holding the workshop because we don't get enough students. I've invested in, mailing postcards, paid advertising, etc., etc. So for me, the reason that I'm doing this is that I really want to learn from the instructors that I bring here, and I also would love to have a friendship with them and get to know them personally. And so for me, it's important because I'm bringing people and instructors into my home to kind of vet everybody to make sure that this is going to be a group that's going to have a great experience. Now, if you're doing this in a venue such as a hotel conference room or a large warehouse or an existing atelier, those are not going to be your concerns. For me, I want to give everybody an experience where they feel relaxed. If you're a beginner, if you're a little self-conscious, you've got your own little corner that you can work in and you don't have to worry about sort of being on display and having to work at the same level as maybe some other students in the workshop that are more accomplished than you. All those things kind of play into my reasons for hosting a workshop. I like to look at the relationships between people, and I love to see those develop and flourish between the instructor and the students, but also between students themselves. And I love it. It's very rewarding to me when people come to a workshop in my home and then they go off and they use those skills that they've learned and just blossom as artists. When it takes them to the next level, that's the best feeling, that I'm this little cog in the machine that help make that happen. So for you, decide what it is you want to do and how you want to do it and why you want to do it. That's the most important thing right at the start. I hope that's helpful, and we'll see you next week. If you're interested in the workshops that I'm hosting, you can check out debkart.com/workshops with an S, and you'll see that I have David Chiavellino coming this year in March, and registration is almost closed for that, so please go ahead and sign up for that right away if you're interested. He's awesome. In April, I have Juan Junior Ramirez coming, and that's going to be an incredible experience. It's right piggybacked with the Portrait Society of America conference, which is here also in Northern Virginia, just a few minutes away from my studios. And then in May, I've got Carlo Russo coming to teach still life again. And actually, last time he taught flowers, this time it's still life, and he's an amazing artist. If you've never seen his work, you'll be incredibly impressed with it. And then take a little break over the summer, but in the fall, in September, I have TJ Cunningham coming, and we're actually going to do plein air painting outdoors, but then we're going to do a trip to the National Gallery of Art, which of course is optional, after the workshop, and he's going to show everybody some of his favorite landscape paintings in that museum, and we'll talk about them. So that'll be a fun experience. And then in October, the amazing Felicia Forte, I'm so excited to meet her. I've met her before, but to get to know her better and to host her. She's going to be teaching a workshop that when she wanted to do this, I'm like, really? This is incredible. She wants to do still life and alla prima portraiture both in the same workshop. So we're going to learn her techniques for both of those. And again, all these registrations are open if you'd like to sign up. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next week.